So perhaps you heard, record cold and snow are on the way. For some of you, it's beginning to settle in now as the polar vortex breakdown is pushing Arctic air to the Americas, just as the jet stream gets very weak and wobbly. By the way, those are two upper jet features we'd expect with the sun as quiet as it is now. Let's go to failed suns, brown dwarfs, and in fact, let's jump to just past the Centauri and Barnard systems to the next closest one to ours about 6.5 light years away. Two brown dwarfs dance in this one, and while one apparently looks like a random stellar failure, the other has cloud bands, like Jupiter. By the way, it also rains ammonia and silicates on these brown dwarfs, both of which have freakish weather, they say. Up next, the electric field of the atmosphere. It turns out that when you spend your cellular developmental period inside an electric and magnetic field, the cellular functions begin to take on those natural signatures. With many of the studied examples, they were not able to discern any difference between the Schumann signature and the ELF signature of the biology. It's important you remember, those are simultaneous reactions to the global electric circuit, solar wind, and lightning. It's not the resonance affecting the biology, they are coexisting symptoms of the change in the energetic environment. Up next, folks, they have searched for particles, indirect dark matter effects in space. Thousands of mega data sets with so far no dark matter to show for it. Get this. Group here from Lawrence Livermore National Lab wants to rehash all of the data to look for other possible signs and signatures they missed. First, they're literally going to go back through and fail 10,000 times all over again. Second, they're probably also going to end up cherry-picking an anomaly or two that they find, developing a way to fail looking in that direction too, but only after having spent a massive amount of time developing theory around it. One thing they should be doing, which they are not, is considering all the stuff out there they couldn't see before. It's one thing when it's the sparse, diffuse dust and plasma and even a debris disk around a star. But if you've got the right technology and you miss something like an active galactic nucleus, the powerful plasma cores of galaxies, you need to realize you don't see anything. Talking to the astronomers and cosmologists there. In X-ray, in infrared, they're hiding in plain sight. And last but not least, a big tilt of the head upward at these three names, one of whom is the Einstein Professor of Physics at Princeton. However, these emperors sit without clothes and without a roadmap and turn their phones on silent, so they've been missing the cosmological calls to action up in their ivory towers, away from the grinding out of new discovery. What am I talking about? There's one paper in this cited from 2019, another from 1921, and everywhere in between, using paradigms and concepts teetering on the edge of being debunked, if not just plain old. There is no lost light of Hubble considerations. That anisotropic expansion bombshell from a few weeks ago? Nope, not in their paper. Remember that non-homogeneous electromagnetic force and potential directionality to the universe from a week later? Not even on their radar. Folks, the most critical discoveries that would affect their paper are suspiciously missing from the citation list. I hate to say it, but those at the top are definitively not taking in all the peer-reviewed science in their fields. Crazy thing is, Steinhardt, the Einstein professor, knows and has published about the cosmic expansion being incorrect. He argues